This tutorial will show you how to mark work that's been submitted to you. I'm just going to log in as a student to show you from a student's point of view what they actually see, and then I'll show you how to mark it. Test pupil. Okay, so when pupils log in, they go to set work and they get all the work that's been set to them. I've obviously set a piece of work for them here, and they can click on it. You can also message, the students can message you, or conversely you can message them. So in the message I could say, could I have some help? And you'll be notified of that, as I'll show you in a minute, which you can send to the teacher. So you have a dialogue back and forward when messages were sent and what was said. So pupils can, in this section, I have just asked for, the objective is learn some stuff in order to do some work. The evidence I've asked for is just a standard text hand in. So they press on evidence and they can say whatever they'd like to say. If you selected file upload, they would upload their file here. If you selected hand in, they wouldn't have anything at all. Here is some work. Okay, so that's the evidence, and they tick complete. They also have the resources here that you have attached to the lesson, so they can access them if they need to, and they press hand in work, and they have to confirm it as well. Okay, so from a pupil's point of view, that's it. It's submitted. So I'm going to log out and log back in as me. Okay, I'm going to get my password right. Once you're logged in, it's just set work from the dashboard, and you have a list of all the work that's been set by you so far, along with the due dates. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to double click on this section. In fact, just before I do, on the home page you'll see in your status on the left hand side here, any messages from pupils will pop up here and will tell you who it's from and what's been said and when it was sent, and you can click on it to quickly go and reply to it as well. So back to our set work, back to the piece of work I've set, so I can double click. I can see, obviously if I had more pupils here, it would tell me who has handed in the work, who hasn't handed in the work, with being green, red or orange. If I click on the person once, I can see any messages and when they have submitted the work as well at the bottom. If I want to, I can reply. Too late. And it would keep the trail of messages there. I can view the work that the user has submitted. So press view, and I have I can double click on that, and what I get here is what the objective was, what the goal was, and what the evidence actually was. So I just typed in here is some work, and you could give them a grade as well. I've selected grades for this. Don't worry about what mark comes in here. Just worry about whichever mark is put in here. And if you want to, you can return it with some comments. Say this was rather brief, and you can save to Markbook, or you can save and return to the student for a rework, so you can ask them to redo it. So you can put feedback on it, so it doesn't have to be a summative thing, it can be a formative thing as well. So save to Markbook and close that window. So the marks will remain unreleased, as in they'll just be for you until you decide to actually release the marks here. I can message all the learners as well if I want to advise them of a change or something to keep an eye on, and I can release the marks here. Once you've released the marks, no more students can submit work to it. And so if I press release marks there, the pupils will be able to see what mark they've had. I can get back to current assignments. So once I finish with this, I might not want to have this massive sprawling list of homeworks. You can archive the assignment. To do so, you have to double click on it and press archive assignment just here, and then when you press that, it'll put it into your archived assignments, which are just in here, as opposed to your current ones, which are just here. And you can put it out there as well if you want to, so you can double click on it and you can unarchive it as well if you wish. And that is how you mark work. I suggest getting some practice with multiple file uploads or text or hand-ins as well, and get used to using the mark schemes.